So today being Friday, it's the end of the week. We're going to review a little bit what we talked about in class. So what are some of the topics that we learned about this week?
Animal.
Animals? Okay. What specifically about animals? So did we talk about describing? Oh, go ahead.
Zodiac.
Zodiac.
Yes,
Okay.
zodiac.
We did a couple weeks ago. So today I pretty much want to talk about animal conservation. So that was one of the big things that we focused on this week, right? So what did we learn about animal conservation?
How to protect and help.
Okay. So how to protect animals. Okay, so what are we protecting them from? From what? The zoo. So we learned about animals in the zoo. So why is it important to have animals in the zoo? Or what did we talk about when we talked about animals in the zoo?
They're for protecting some animals, like endangered animals.
Okay, so we talked about endangered species, right?
Yes.
So why is it a good idea, or why do some people think it's important to have endangered species protected in zoos?
Before they become extinction.
Okay, so people are worried about extinction.
Yes.
So what are some of the things that might be causing extinction? What are some of the things that are contributing to making endangered species die off or disappear?
I think
What is it?
Panda.
Panda? Okay, so pandas are one of the animals that are in danger that people need to protect now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what else? What other types of animals did we talk about?
gorilla.
Gorilla? Okay, gorillas.
And polar bears.
Polar bears, okay. So those are three pretty good animals, right? We talked a lot about gorillas, pandas, and polar bears. So if we know that pandas, gorillas, and polar bears are endangered, what is causing them to become endangered? What are some of the environmental problems that are leading to them being endangered?
Global warming.
Okay.
Global warming, for like carbon dioxide emission.
Okay.
Hunting.
Okay. You guys are too fast for me. Okay. So we've got global warming.
Yes.
What else?
What else?
Overhunting.
Okay. Overhunting. Anything else?
Air pollution.
Air pollution, or just pollution in general, right?
Air pollution.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
No more playing to live.
Okay, so what do we call places that animals live?
Habitat.
Okay. Habitat. And whenever humans interfere with animals' habitats, what do we call that?
At risk.
What?
Small. Risk.
Invading? No.
Okay, so if at one time habitats were in very pristine condition, in very good condition, and now because of overhunting, global warming, air pollution in general, the habitats are starting to disappear. So what do we call that?
Habitats and
Habitat destroyed. Okay, so what's another word for destroyed? Remember we talked about a specific noun that means destroyed.
Extinction.
What?
Extinction.
Extinction. Okay. Extinction is what's going on with the animals. But when we talk about habitat specifically, we're talking about habitat destruction.
Okay.
Remember that?
Yes.
Okay. So what can you tell me, what are some of the factors, or what happens whenever polar bears' habitat are being destruction? What is causing that specifically?
Maybe global warming.
Okay, so how is global warming causing polar bear habitat destruction?
It's called like the ice is melting.
Okay, so melting ice. And why is ice important for polar bears?
It's like living in cold weather.
Okay, so polar bears live in cold weather, and there's a lot of ice in cold weather, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that's pretty important for their survival. Okay, what about gorillas? What are some of the things that are causing habitat destruction or causing gorillas to be faced with extinction?
Habitat extinction.
Okay, habitat destruction. What kind specifically?
Over farming,
Over farming.
guarding,
So we have
grazing,
over farming. What else?
grazing.
Grazing. Okay.
Civil war.
Civil war. Okay. So what specifically about civil war? Why is civil war threatening gorillas and not polar bears?
Gorilla just live in Africa.
Okay. So
And in there are a lot of civil war.
okay. So the civil wars, a lot of civil wars right now are occurring in Africa, in close proximity to where gorillas live. Okay. So why might a civil war disturb a gorilla's habitat?
Because the environment to become loud,
Okay.
to become destruction.
Okay. So it's destruction. So what happens during a war?
Fighting,
Fighting. So
fire, because in the war, destruct the forest where the gorillas lived.
okay. So that's right. So even let's think about a civil war going on in a human neighborhood, right? So there's explosions, there's gunfire, there's fires burning everywhere. That's not a very good place to live, right? So the same thing is true about a civil war going on near where gorillas live. It's going to destroy the trees, it's going to destroy the plants that they eat, it's going to cause a lot of problems. So what about panda bears?
Panda.
Where do pandas live?
In the
Forest.
Yes.
In the
jungle.
forest?
bamboo forest.
Okay. Do they live in the forest of California?
No.
Cannot.
In
Okay.
China.
Okay. Okay. And what are some of the things that are happening in China right now that might contribute to the destruction of the forest that panda bears reside in?
Yeah, pollution.
Yeah.
Air pollution. Okay. That's good. What else?
Habitat destruction.
Okay, habitat destruction. What's causing the habitat destruction? Is it civil wars?
Expanded of like a city or like
Okay.
a lot of building.
Okay. So what's another thing that we can call that? So a lot of buildings.
Over farming. No.
Like a
No, no.
city.
Mega city,
Mega cities. Okay.
mega city
This is,
construction.
okay. This is all right. So one way that we can put. What's that?
Developed city.
Close. One way that we can put all those things together. Development.
Development.
Yeah.
Development. Let's
So-
say, civilized.
Okay. Development of civilization. Development of infrastructure.
Oh.
Rapid development. Right. So those are things that are all happening in China right now. Okay.
Overhunting.
Overhunting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know there's kind of like a special
Panda?
menu.
You mean panda?
No, no, that's bear.
No.
It's better looking.
Over